Boys and girls, it's Phranchize. It's going to do a day in the life. If you're new or you're only here for the competition, again, a day in the life is just me and a day in my life. Just a way where I can just air thoughts, just general thoughts on gaming or anything, really, just generally what's going on. I'm a gaming blogger, granted, but I'd like to think I was more of a friendly face. Just a friendly face for you. Granted, I don't do a lot of listening. You can't have it all. Essentially, it's me talking to you. Obviously, if you've been here before, you know what a day in the life is, but for the benefit of those who are here for the 1,200 Microsoft points, I'm just going daft at the minute, really. Like, that's how much I love you lot. Just want to give you points. Just fucking fill you up. Just take some points. Take some points. So before we get to the competition, I'm not going to tell you where the competition is, so you have to listen to me, because my ego demands it. Now, I've had some pretty sad news in the past couple of weeks, for the gaming industry. Sad, but I'm hoping there's going to be some sort of phoenix out of these ashes. It's no secret that THQ went under. All of the licenses for THQ got sold off. People like Sega bought Relic from THQ. Platinum Games were interested in Darksiders franchise. I don't know if that's actually been decided yet. I don't know if Platinum Games have picked that up. It wouldn't be a bad move, really. A lot of people are very fond on Darksiders. Crytek, people behind Crysis, they've picked up Homefront, which I think could be quite interesting, because Homefront was a good game. Could have been better, and if anybody can make it better and put a decent marketing machine behind it, I think it's Crytek. So I mean, there is some good news come out of this. Wholeheartedly feel really sorry for the people at THQ who've lost jobs, and it's a bad time for the industry. It's a bad time for the industry. You've got THQ going down, and Atari, like the godfather of gaming, like filed for bankruptcy. I mean, granted, you look and you say, what have they done in the past couple of years? They've got a couple of like studios and whatnot that work on games, but no AAA titles that I can think of off the top of my head have came out of Atari for a while now. And the only thing that come out of Atari for the last couple of years was a fucking t-shirt that people who think the gamers walk around wearing. Oh, I wear an Atari t-shirt, so I'm fucking cool. And the people who fuck with my t-shirts and say I am a geek or something like that. No, you're not. If you have to wear a t-shirt that says you're a geek, you're a douche. That's what you are. A douche. But THQ, Ubisoft picked up THQ Montreal. I think it was Montreal. I'm pretty sure it was Montreal, but that's good. That's good. In South Park, Stick of Truth. So that project isn't dead in the water. Ubisoft have got hold of it, and Ubisoft are a decent company. You know what I mean? They churn out some good games, so that's a positive for the industry. Because I mean, it seems as though, I mean, you wouldn't think THQ could be touched. THQ are like a fucking big name. Got like the WWE license. Fucking, they work on the South Park game. The Homefront. They've got Volition. They've got the Metro series. Metro Last Light's coming out. So they had some pretty big games, and it's sort of like didn't see it coming from someone as big as THQ. And it's a sad state of affairs that unless you're churning out the same game every year with a different fucking box art, you're fighting, you're struggling to stay afloat, and that's a sorry state of affairs for the gaming industry. On the plus side though, you've got a hell of a lot of talented people from within THQ and Atari now hungry to be back in the industry. They've got no ties. Obviously, if they've got mortgages and shit like that, then that's really bad for them. But this could see the birth of like a new era of independent studios. People who aren't afraid to do something different. People who aren't afraid to make a game that doesn't have a 2 or a 3 tagged on the end. And I think that's what we should take away from this. The independent studios that could be the phoenix to come out of the ashes of these great gaming giants. So fingers crossed for some originality in gaming, more originality. I've got a full post coming, probably the back end of the week, where I'll announce the competition winners about originality. Because I've wrote a post about it before, but Well, why not dredge it up again? Why not recycle material for the new audience? It's that time again as well. I'm on night shift. Night shift. I smashed out an 11-hour night shift last night, and like no good comes out of that. No good comes out of that at all. I got to 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, about 5 o'clock in the morning. And I spent like, I didn't even fucking realise I'd done $125 I spent last night on fucking yoga. Fucking doesn't take much. I'm literally the worst consumer in the world, and at 5 o'clock in the morning, the best idea I had was to drop $125 on yoga. Fucking DDP yoga as well. Like, come on. If in the next couple of months I can't get me head, wrap it round me head. Why would I have me head down here? This is a night shift. This is a night shift. If I can't fillet myself, then I want a full refund. I want to be the most flexible gaming blogger you've ever seen. It's going to be awesome. That's the sort of shit that happens on the night shift. I think the best idea that I came up with last night was to do another competition for you for 1,200 Microsoft points. Not 800. No. 1,200. All you've got to do to win 1,200 Microsoft points. The downside to run a competition, you've got to actually have a competition of sorts. I can't just say, put your hand up. Put your hand up if you want 1,200 Microsoft points. I need to make it better than that. Let's get some interaction going here. Let's get some interaction. How about in the comments on the blog, not on YouTube, on the blog. If you're on YouTube, the link is in the description on the bottom next to the subscribe button. What you've got to do is ask me a question. Ask me a question, any question you want. It could be gaming related, it could be personal, as long as it's not like, hey, how big's you? So just any question you want. And what I'll do is I'll answer some of the questions on the next video, and I'll pick a winner. We might do random number generator or my personal favourite question, and that person will win 1,200 Microsoft points on Friday. So you've got a Friday, so we'll get this shared about a bit, get this drummed about a bit. 1,200 Microsoft points, that's a lot of Microsoft points. You'll buy pretty much anything for that, I think. I mean, I wouldn't try and like get on a bus with it, or like go to your local convenience store for like a bag of Wotsits and just like £3. How much are Wotsits nowadays? I can't imagine the £3 like. Not only is the gaming industry falling apart, but Wotsits are £3 a bag. You don't know what Wotsits are? Essentially cheesy poofs. Cheesy poofs. If you want to win 1,200 Microsoft points, question, comment, do it. Also, it might be worth noting that I'm getting a lot of spam. Somebody told us if you're getting a lot of spam, you're starting to make it. So that's a good sign. But the spammers are commenting that frequently. Sometimes the capture falls over. Like the little thing where you click and drag the boy to the bike. That thing there. That'll fall over sometimes. If it looks like it's fell over, just refresh the page. Refresh the page and it'll be back. I hope. So there you go, that's another one. In the bag. We'll have like a proper gaming post at some point this week as well. The originality one. We'll do the originality one. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday. And then the competition winners on Friday. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Awesome. Until next time, laters.